The mix look good? Or?
Oh, that looked good.
Oh,
there we go.
I mean, it took us half an hour.
Oh! Oh! What? That's a deep one.
Just feeling it now.
I told you, just need to get in the rhythm. No. The mix look good? Or?
Oh, that looked good.
Oh,
there we go.
I mean, it took us half an hour.
Oh! Oh! What? That's a deep one.
Just feeling it now.
I told you, just need to get in the rhythm. No.
This is Jack Sandler from Skidmore College.
Hi, this is Dave Campbell from Middlebury College.
This is Coach Rannigan from Trinity Lacrosse.
Coach Kyle Benton from St. Lawrence University.
Chris Malone at Arizona State.
This is Sean McGonigal.
This is Coach Mike Allen.
Dallas Hartley.
You're watching, and you're watching.
And you're watching the Lacrosse Network.
Boom. The mix look good? Or?
Oh, that looked good.
Oh,
there we go.
I mean, it took us half an hour.
Oh! Oh! What? That's a deep one.
Just feeling it now.
I told you, just need to get in the rhythm. No.
This is Jack Sandler from Skidmore College.
Hi, this is Dave Campbell from Middlebury College.
This is Coach Ranigan from Trinity Lacrosse.
Coach Kyle Benton from St. Lawrence University.
Chris Malone at Arizona State.
This is Sean McGonigal.
This is Coach Mike Allen.
Dallas Hartley.
You're watching
And you're watching.
And you're watching the Lacrosse Network.
Boom.
This is Jack Sandler from Skidmore College.
Hi, this is Dave Campbell from Middlebury College.
This is Coach Ranigan from Trinity Lacrosse.
Coach Kyle Benton from St. Lawrence University.
Chris Malone at Arizona State.
This is Sean McGonigal.
This is Coach Mike Allen.
Dallas Hartley.
You're watching
And you're watching.
And you're watching the Lacrosse Network.
Boom.
This is Jack Sandler from Skidmore College.
Hi, this is Dave Campbell from Middlebury College.
This is Coach Ranigan from Trinity Lacrosse.
Coach Kyle Benton from St. Lawrence University.
Chris Malone at Arizona State.
This is Sean McGonigal.
This is Coach Mike Allen.
Dallas Hartley.
You're watching
And you're watching.
And you're watching the Lacrosse Network.
Boom.
Oh, that was good. There we go.
check us out now.
Oh. Oh, what? That's a deep one.
They're feeling it now.
Oh, you just need to get in the rhythm.
Oh, that was good. There we go.
check us out now.
Oh. Oh, what? That's a deep one.
They're feeling it now.
Oh, you just need to get in the rhythm.
All right, welcome to the game. Sorry, I had a little bit of a technical difficulties to start, but we're here and ready to go here. 11:46, score still 0-0. Neither team able to really get a solid scoring opportunity yet. But Chris Cole looking to change that as Alamillo sends the ball over. And if you're just joining us, this is a second of our two Division II semifinal matchups between Concordia and Cal State Fullerton.
Possession, Cal State Fullerton.
And lots of history between these two programs, and I'd say it's fair to say that there's some bad blood, especially from what Concordia did to Fullerton earlier this season. You'd have to think that Fullerton, and talking to Coach Morrison, actually said that there's definitely a chip on their shoulder going into this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, both sides of the ball, some serious offensive power. On Cal State Fullerton, you got to watch number 88, Cameron Cole. He's been our player of the week quite a few times, and definitely an absolutely impressive player in Division II, just all of the MCLA. And then on the other side of the ball in Concordia, you got Josh Fagan, a Canadian player who's got great stick skills and put in quite a few goals last time these two teams met.
Yeah, 6 in fact. Who went to the break, and that's where they are the most dangerous. And that was
Destin Seguin right there.
Seguin on the near miss. And that's the thing about the box players from Canada. I mean, they are very good on the fast break.
Illegal substitution, Concordia. Possession, Cal State Fullerton.
And that's if you see them get rolling, and it might be a long day for Fullerton. Except Chris Cole. Gets in, and Lyon throws the fake, but the ball gets out. An unfortunate timeout call for Coach Morrison on the Fullerton sideline. And just a reminder that everything you see today on YouTube is through the eyes of the official videographer of the Lacrosse Network, TVX Professional Video. TVX provides high-quality, reasonably priced video services to individuals, businesses, and organizations. By providing a quality product with impeccable customer service, the TVX goal is to build their business one satisfied client at a time. Once again, that's TVX Video Services, the official video production company of TLN.
And for all those just tuning in, thank you for tuning in to SLC Playoffs here, Division II semifinals here on TLN. We're excited to be here down in San Diego for the SLC tournament. And after the game today, both Division I and Division II championship games will be decided. And those games tomorrow happening live on TLN. And if you're able to stop by live here in San Diego, make sure to come by. It's a great atmosphere here at Westview High School. Come check it out. Say hey to us over in the TLN booth.
The official sponsor of the 2012 SLC Championship Tournament, STX.
Yeah, and I mean, the winner of the first semifinal game that we covered today was Grand Canyon University, and they're going to take on the winner of this game. So I'm definitely excited to see that matchup. And this division actually was so hotly contested that between Fullerton, Concordia, and Grand Canyon, they all had the same record, and changed it up on goal differential as to how the seedings came through.
Yeah, I mean, Fullerton beat Grand Canyon beat Concordia, and Concordia beat Fullerton. So definitely a toss-up between these three teams.
There's a big rip, and that one just off the mark coming
Cal State Fullerton holds possession following the shot.
Looks like Lyon's going to bring the ball in. Finds Alamillo. And up to Forrest. For Costanzo. Costanzo, the UConn transfer. And back to Forrest. The local kid out of El Toro.
And it looks like they're shutting off Cameron Cole. And that's something that we've said quite a bit here.
And there's a great goal from Chris Cole. I mean, if Cameron's not going to do it, then Chris certainly will. Closing in on 90 points for the season, and that's just pinpoint accuracy off stick low.
Absolutely, and right when we're talking about it, I mean, really what you have to do is shut off maybe both of the Coles if you're going to play. If you're going to play these guys, I mean, Cameron Cole definitely the one to shut off. And they're shutting him off with a long pole. So, I mean, just interesting to see that ways teams are playing these, deciding to play the Cole brothers.
For Cal State Fullerton by number 34, Chris Cole.
Here's Sean Wheeler bringing the ball up after the procedure going against Concordia. Able to get free and find Lyon. And one thing to look for that I know Fullerton has been pretty good at is running that pick play to get Cameron Cole the ball.
Yeah, you'll definitely be seeing some of that today. I mean, they got to get him open if they're gonna shut him off. Looks like Chris Cole's got a pretty good matchup here. He drew a shorty, and wouldn't be surprised if Chris Cole was gonna go.
There's Lyon with the shot, and that one just off the mark, looking for the top shelf.
Ball out of bounds, possession, Cal State Fullerton following the shot.
Another interesting thing to see here is the way Cameron Cole deals with the shutoff. I mean, at some points he's going to pull out wide to allow his teammates to dodge, and other points he's going to jam him into the crease to see if he can get a pick off of it.
Absolutely, and there's Forrest fighting through the defense, able to find Lyon. And that one up to Costanzo, and that one's not going to get to the midline. Costanzo able to run it down, way out on defense. Concordia. Costanzo's by, gets through looking to feed, opts to pull it back out. And here with just under 9 minutes to go, it's still 1-0 Fullerton.
Yeah, not a lot of offense from Concordia. I mean, we haven't seen them get the ball yet. I think this is exactly what Fullerton wanted to do. They have to value the possession early and get up on Concordia.
And that's the thing about this, too, is, I mean, they need to put together four good quarters. I mean, we saw them do it against Grand Canyon, and they came away with a W. And there's Cameron Cole getting free and able to take the shot. Now one just off the mark. But they only really put together 2 quarters against Concordia in the last matchup. And Concordia able to come out in the second half and score double-digit goals. And you just can't allow, 10-plus goals in a half and expect to win a game. I mean, Fullerton actually winning by 2 goals going into the half. So definitely keep your comments, questions, predictions, anything you got. We'd love to hear them. There's Costanzo coming out the side, and there's another great save.
And it looks like Fullerton's going to be looking to do that all day. Just come off picks, catch and shoot.
And that's Cook out of Claremont Secondary from Victoria, BC. So another one of the Canadian players. There's a shot, and that's a pretty ambitious shot, and no backup. I mean, that's pretty ill-advised. I mean, you can't have unforced errors like that on the offensive end.
It's not the kind of shot you need right now if you're Fullerton. Great check by Cameron Cole.
And the ball's still down. Finally, Jackson able to come up with it, and then takes the big hit from Ray. Right into the fast break, looking for Fagan, and they saw that coming right away.
Ball out of bounds, possession Concordia.
And like you said, Chris, I mean, Concordia is so dangerous on the fast break. If Fullerton wants to be successful, they have to cut it off exactly like they did right there.
And definitely look on the offensive side, not quite as effective or dangerous out of the settled situation, but one of the players who is a real talented dodger is Marcus Turner, the attackman out of Chula Vista, and he is crafty and real quick. And there's Fagan with the rip, and there you have it. No problem for Fagan, just finishing quick. And that's something you really see out of these Canadian players. I mean, their sticks are quick.
Yeah, and that's, Destin segueing over to Josh Fagan. Those are 2 Canadians. And, they know where they are. They know how they like to play. They like to play that box-style catch-and-release ball, and they successfully did that right there.
Once again, the goal scored for Concordia by number 10, Josh Fagan.
And we've got a tie ball game here with just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's going to be a hold going against Wheeler.
Fullerton, possession, Concordia.
Concordia's going to have another opportunity here. The unsettled. And that's a great check, able to push that ball out of bounds. The ball's going to go back to Fullerton.
Cal State Fullerton.
And I think that's what Fullerton has to do. I mean, Concordia can't score if they don't have the ball. They have to keep the ball out of their sticks all day.
Yeah, and they absolutely need to do a better job this game in the transition game. Here's Ballantyne. Coming on, matching feet. And able to get the ball to Costanzo.
And nobody marking up. They're marking up late on Costanzo there, and it looks like escaped a little bit of a push call.
It looks like Cameron Cole coming out of the box.
That's a smart play right there from Fullerton, subbing him in through the box. And Cole's going to get the push call.
Loose ball, push Concordia.
Yeah, and you have to think that he's going to start with it here. And a lot of creative stuff going into getting Cameron Cole the ball.
And splits the double.
Takes the shot. Now one just off the mark.
And it looks like Cameron Cole draws the flag as well. I mean, Cameron Cole right there, splitting the double, getting the shot off. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he looked virtually unstoppable on that play. And again, please keep the comments, questions, anything you got coming. We'd love to hear from you. Anything you want to know about the players, the matchup, about us personally, fire away. Here at 5:45 to go in the first, we're going to get our first look at either team's man-up unit. It's like Lyon, Cole,
Concordia penalty.
Cole,
a 1-minute personal foul slash. And number 5, Thomas Seaman. Repeating the Concordia penalty.
And I think that's Nick Leoy in there.
Personal foul slash on number 5.
Leoy.
Thomas Seaman.
And look for if they can't find Cameron Cole on that backside for the rip, look for the feed to Leoy on the crease.
Tie ball game here with 5:30. You're watching the SLC Playoffs right here on the Lacrosse Network. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already.
Here's Lyon. Looking for Chris Cole. Chris Cole with the rip and the goal. Looks like he got their 5-hole on Cook. And his second of the game pushes the lead to 1 again. And that's exciting lacrosse.
That's a great play right there by Chris Cole. I mean, he's moving upfield. He catches it. He shoots it low. It's a great play on the man up there. And Fullerton goes up 2-1 here. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I think.
I certainly hope so.
Repeating the Cal State Fullerton goal scored by number 34, Chris Cole, his second goal of the game.
Let's go, Sean!
And the crowd definitely coming in here. It's definitely in a lot of Southern California teams, a lot of parents able to make this trip, and it shows.
And there's Cody Coretta. Looked like he had a lane there, forcing that pass into Lyon.
Ball out of bounds, possession Concordia.
And I mean, Cody Coretta's not afraid to shoot it. He's got quite a few goals. And it looked like it might have been a better opportunity for him to just cut straight to the cage. The defenseman playing way out on Lyon.
And let's see what Concordia can do here in the settled look. I think they ought to go get it down to Turner and see if he can dodge and create.
I mean, they have a lot of success dodging from X and then finding the crease cutters.
Yeah, I mean, that's their natural... you know, a lot of these guys are former box players and indoor players, and that's how they play it indoor. So, I mean, these guys aren't afraid of contact. They aren't afraid to get physical in the crease. So, I think you're right. That's exactly what they need to be doing.
The second one looking for Turner, and Turner looks like he was moving before he got it. And there's a breakdown ball by Morrison. Morrison over to Wheeler. And Wheeler back to Turner.
That's Paul Morgan right there.
Looking for Lyon, the extra pass. There's the shot.
Off the pipe.
Off the pipe.
That's Alamillo's bread and butter right there. He finishes those. I think he was fading a little bit behind the cage, and it's tough to finish those when you're going behind the cage. Although we saw Goldstein finish one for Arizona last night. I mean, 3 steps behind the cage.
He was halfway back to Tucson. I don't know how he scored that goal. And again on the fast break. It looks like Burns is going to be able to back that one up.
Cal State Fullerton.
Pretty ambitious shot there for Turner. The low to high rip. I mean, those are the ones that we usually see Fagan just shred on. And here's Wheeler. Crossfield to Morrison. Morrison tracks it, able to bring that one in. And just barely gets there.
And Morrison's a freshman, but he's an impressive player. It looks like we're going to have an offsides call here.
Inside to Morrison. That's an ambitious pass. Back out to Lyon. Great stick. I can't believe he had that one. Costanza with the crossfield pass and the catch and goal. Low to high cheese.
Whew. That was a great goal there from Costanzo. I mean, great ball movement. It's very clear Fullerton came to win this championship.
State Fullerton goals.
I mean,
number 20.
You can see it in the way they're playing. I mean, they are serious about the way they're playing. And
Jeff Lyon.
looks looks like Coach McMahon over at Concordia wants to talk
Once
it
again,
over.
the goal scored for Cal State Fullerton by number 20, Charlie Costanzo.
And Lacrosse fans, tonight and every weekend this lacrosse season, TLN brings you the Lacrosse Network, brings you the highest quality lacrosse content on YouTube, providing key interviews, in-depth analysis, and live MCLA broadcasts throughout the 2012 season. TLN is the place to be. Subscribe now to the Lacrosse Network for more great lacrosse content. TLN is the Lacrosse Network on YouTube. And also be sure to subscribe and like our Facebook page, as well as follow us on Twitter at Lacrosse Network.
Yeah, you know, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you want. Make sure to interact with us and send us your comments, questions, anything you want to know about the commentators or the broadcasts or the footage or whatever you want to know about lacrosse. Just let us know. And make sure to watch all the videos we got. We got some good how-to videos coming. We got some great how-to stringing videos from East Coast Dives that you can check out. Really knowledgeable guy over there, and check it out. You learn a lot if you spend some time on our channel.
Absolutely, and I know Samir would also love it if you followed him on Instagram. So
please follow me on Instagram. Yeah, I take a lot of great pictures, a lot of artsy ones.
Very artsy. There's a Windu himself on the face-off inside, and then there's Fagan. It's so easy. I mean, that's how they scored all of their goals against Fullerton on the last time. They've got to do a better job of containing him on the fast break, and that brings the score back to 1 and 3-2 with 2:56 to go in the first. And it's almost worth playing 2-on-3 and just shutting him off on the face-off, on the fast break rather.
I mean, it's kind of like how we say, if you want to beat Fullerton, you gotta shut off Cameron Cole. If you want to beat Concordia, you gotta shut down their fast break. I mean, it's too easy for them on the fast break.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like Vegas is a cold-blooded killer on the crease. I mean, he'll score 9 out of 10 times. There's Costanzo with the spin.
And we got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter here. Fullerton on top, 3-2.
And Cameron Cole has the shorty here. I mean, if he can get loose, this is the matchup they definitely want.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's going to have to do a big V-cut, push in and push out when the ball's coming his way.
Here's Chris Cole working for Max. And we've seen a lot of this, too. I mean, he obviously likes the matchup there. They get into that kind of spread 1-4 tilt. And then trying to attack their shorty matchups. Cole looking for Forrest. Here with 2 minutes to go in the first. Still 3-2 Fullerton, and that's in the helmet. Fortunate not to get a flag there. And Forrest comes off the pick from Cameron Cole.
And that's really smart by Cameron Cole. I mean, if they're going to be shutting him off, he can use 2 bodies as a pick instead of just 1.
And that's a great check from Tobias.
Ball out of bounds, possession, Cal State Fullerton.
And Fullerton able to maintain possession as Tobias kicks it out on the way to trying to get. There's Costanzo looking cross crease. And I think Cameron Cole's going to be able to run this one down, and that's a great Indian pickup. Here he is just running straight through and taking the shot, and Cook with a fantastic save. And that's going to be in the back. So you got to call that. I mean, Chris Cole, I think, was expecting Seaman to turn the other direction, and he pulled up. So it's not a real vicious hit, but you got to throw the flag there with 1:27 to go in the first quarter.
Let's listen into head ref Juarez Newsom.
Cal State Fullerton penalty. A 30-second technical for illegal push.
Red, 3, 4,
push. Chris Cole.
Technical 30. Red, 3, 4, push. Technical 30. Back of the box. Back of the box. Hey, Red, we got to do a better job. Hey, get the water out of the box. Get the water out of the box. Get the water. We just had one person serve. Back of the box. Back of the box. Thank you.
And that's the voice of head ref Juarez Newsom, who you're hearing laying down the law over there, making sure that the Cal State Fullerton team is in a line and out of the box. He definitely runs a tight ship.
That's for sure. And I mean, it's a good call.
Yeah, and Concordia on the man up. This is another place where they're dangerous. Such good stick skills, great feeds, and great finishing.
It's more that box across. I mean, going in the wheel here, little rotation, and then there's Fagan coming through, and that one off the inside pipe. And it looks like Fagan comes running through the crease there, looking for that GB. And Ballantyne going to start with the ball. And there's the pickoff. There's looking for Fagan, can't find him, and he had a lot more time.
Cal State Fullerton.
There's Cassidy, and you have to think that he wants that one back.
Yeah, and sometimes even though you have Fagan wide open right there, it's the smarter decision to hold on to possession there. You're man up, so hold on to it, get a nice possession, and guarantee yourself a good look at the goal.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Here's
of play.
Burns. Burns looking for Morrison, and Morrison with a great stick, able to get across. Looks for Almio. Able to just about run out the rest of that penalty, and they're back to even strength. And that's a great stop for Fullerton. I mean, like you mentioned, Concordia is so dangerous on the man up, as well as the fast break. In the last 30 seconds here in the first quarter, there's Costanzo looking inside to Forrest. Great stick. Forrest with the shot. Cook gets a stick on that one.
Maintains possession following the shot.
I can't believe he got a stick on that one. Here were 21 seconds to go. I mean, that was a fantastic save. There's Costanzo again. Probably look for him to feed from X, try and find one of the cutters, or maybe Cameron Cole off a double pick here. And there it is. Cameron Cole gets the ball high, shreds off stick. Jeez, I mean, with 7 seconds to go, that's a big goal, putting them up by 2.
And that's a great call there, Chris, from you. I mean, he came off that double pick. I think we've seen them enough times this year to know exactly what they're looking for. And Cameron Cole off the double pick, catch, and release. I mean, he's a sure shot sometimes, and that's one of those times.
Yeah, and he just doesn't miss from that close up. I mean, we've been out of practice a few times, seeing him put things in the corner. I mean, he could knock a nickel out of a corner.
4
right
seconds
back to the fast break. It's 2-1. And not going to get the shot off, but 7 seconds is more than enough time for them to get to score a goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the first quarter of play, our score.
And at the end of one quarter, it's 4-2 in favor of Fullerton. I'm Chris Marshall, you were Samir Chowdhury, and you're watching the Lacrosse Network. Stay tuned for 3 more great quarters of lacrosse action.
Oh, that looked good. There we go.
Oh! Oh! What? That's a deep one?
Just feeling it now.
I told you, just need to get in the rhythm.
This is Jack Sandler from Skidmore College.
Hi, this is Dave Campbell from Middlebury College.
This is Coach Rannigan from Trinity Lacrosse.
Coach Kyle Benton from St. Lawrence University.
Chris Malone at Arizona State.
This is Sean McGonigal.
This is Coach Mike Allen.
Dallas Hartley. You're watching, and you're watching.
And you're watching the Lacrosse Network.
Boom.
And right back to the action. There's a Cody Coretta trying to wrangle that GB. Can't quite get it going. The ball's going to go to Concordia here. Just 12 seconds into the second quarter.
And Ian Doherty chiming in here on the comments feed saying he knows about those artistic pictures that I take on Instagram. He does follow me, and I know he likes a lot of them, so thanks a lot, Ian. And if you want to follow me on Instagram too, it's schaudry24, so feel free.
And if you have any special requests of types of pictures you'd like Samir to take, also feel free to chime in on the comment feed there.
I'll make sure to post one while we're broadcasting this game to our Facebook. You guys can all check it out.
And that's a great pass coming across. I can't believe he kept that in his stick. A fantastic goal. That one from Cassidy. Cutting through 3-4 defenders and then draws the flag. That's a great finish.
Absolutely. It's really crucial to come out of each of these quarters really hot and score a goal immediately. So definitely big for Concordia right there.
Scored by number 16, Stephen Cassidy.
And that brings the score back to 4-3 in favor of Cal State Fullerton.
Scott Jackson.
I mean, this one is as billed.
Once again, the Concordia goal
this is a fantastic game so far, and I think it's just going to get better. I know whoever wins this one is going to be quite the matchup for Grand Canyon. Looking pretty impressive earlier today with their 12-6 victory over Biola. Here's Fagan.
And if you do follow me on Instagram, you will be seeing a picture shortly of us broadcasting this game right after that last Concordia goal. Great fake there by Turner. And
Turner coming around the corner trying to finish that one. And that's a great ground ball by Wheeler, able to get it back to Burns. Burns are looking to go into the fast break, finds Ray, and Ray using his big body to draw the double as well as hold off the defenders and make that great pass. Now one over to Wyatt, gets it into Almijo, and back up to Chris Cole. Here at 13.5 to go in the first half. Chris Cole holding the ball. To get the offensive set that he wants. Working on a shorty. Looking to see where the double's coming from, and it comes in a hurry. Back up to Forrest. And Forrest also has a shorty here, playing way out. And that's Enriquez. And back to Chris Cole. Here's Almijo. Back down to Costanzo. Costanzo coming across. And great checks from Seaman. Looking inside, looking for Forrest, can't come up with it. Ball still out. And it looks like there's Turner in there with a great lift, keeping Morrison off the ball. And that's a real heads-up play coming from the attackman. And there's Forrest taking the shot. And that one's no problem for Cook. And that's a little bit of a hospital ball. Quickle can't quite catch up to it.
And a couple of comments here, just addressing them.
Cal State Fullerton.
Lacrosse F comes in with who has a better coaching staff. And I think that's a really tough question. I mean, we know both these coaching staffs real well, and
they're so different.
They're very different.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. On the Fullerton side, you have Coach Kyle Morrison and Coach Mike Ansel, who actually played at Fullerton last year. And he stepped in. He's a graduate student, and now he's coaching.
There's Lyon, still has in his stick. There's Tobias, able to throw the takeaway check there, and trying to do a little too much there. I think Lyon was.
And Laxbro has a question for you, Chris. He says, "Will the commentators give me a shout out?"
Absolutely.
There's your shout out, Laxbro.
Consider yourself shouted.
Shout out to Laxbro. And Old Greg 32. Thanks for tuning in, Old Greg. I think a winner of our one of our sock contests.
Yes.
A while ago.
I want to say that was from the
Fullerton Grand Canyon game. So thanks for tuning in again, Greg, and keep the comments coming.
Yeah, was that the commentator contest?
Yeah, I can't exactly remember, but he had a great comment. But so hopefully he has some great ones again today.
If you remember, please, if you think
ball out, possession Concordia.
You've got some catchphrases that you'd like to hear, definitely let us know. I mean, we're happy to use them. I mean, we can't think of all of them.
And ball goes out of bounds there, but it's going to stay with Concordia. And
comes Evans with 11 minutes to go in the first half, and he's by his man. Ray with the quick help.
Interesting fake there from Concordia. And Fullerton's doing a great job on defense. This is just who they have to be careful with is Fagan and Seguin.
And Turner coming in late. I mean, I think he got a pass since they were both. And that's got to be a slash.
Flag is down.
And it looks like we're going to see Cal State Fullerton on the man-up squad here.
And I mean, that's a cheap shot. I mean, he's going straight for the elbows, knowing the goalies don't have any pads there. Came in real late. There's just no room for that.
And last time we saw their man-up unit, I mean, we saw Chris Cole with a great goal coming upfield. I'm sure they have a couple different looks that they want to utilize today, and they know how important these man-up opportunities are. You have to capitalize on all your opportunities.
Here's Cole. Chris Cole up to Cameron Cole, over to Lyon, and here's Forrest. I mean, it really seems like Fullerton's been controlling the possession.
Yeah, they've been
Costanza with a low to high rip. That one just off the mark.
They've been like kind of covered possession following the shot.
They've been controlling the tempo of this game really well.
Here's Lyon back up to Forrest. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's I think they controlled, and then Forrest looking away, but then able to come back. He's going to get the hold there.
Loose ball hold. Cal State Fullerton possession. Concordia
going against Gordon. Seaman able to start with it here. This will be a big possession. Here's Moyers. Moyers to Tobias. And Tobias has got a great stick. I mean, he can go up there and score goals with his pole.
And that's tough right there, throwing the ball away for Concordia. And to be honest, this is fairly uncharacteristic of Concordia.
Yeah.
Concordia is a really clean passing team, and I'm surprised that they're having this much trouble right now.
Yeah, and Tobias falling victim to the old commentator curse there.
Absolutely.
Must be listening.
West W24 checks in. I think that's Wesley Wheeler. He's also another former winner of our contest. He won a tank top that says "Sorry for laxing."
Loose ball push. Cal State Fullerton
during the last time these two teams matched up, actually.
Yeah, and it looked like Wheeler on that crossfield pass didn't see the sub coming through the box looking for Forrest, and I mean just really left his man out to dry there. And here, 9.5 minutes to go. Please keep your comments, questions, anything you got coming. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, and
moves it down to Fagan.
Lacrosse F coming in again, saying that Coach McMinn from Concordia, his son does play NCAA Division I ball. He plays at VMI, and a talented goalie.
There's Fagan, and right off the hip of Wheeler there. That's tough. That's tough. Had that been on cage, I mean, you'd have to think. There's kayak check by Morrison. We've been seeing more and more of that.
And here's a fast break opportunity for Cal State Fullerton.
It's Noel going in, looking for Cameron Cole, and he's very dangerous here. Rips top shelf off stick, and there was no doubt about that one.
That was sick. I mean, Cameron Cole runs through a stick, and that's why you can't just put your stick out there. You got to put a body on Cameron Cole. And Cal State
put 3 bodies on Cameron Cole.
He's gonna rip it. And he's gonna put it in a good spot. So on that fast break, you got to be careful. You know that if that ball's going to Cameron Cole, he's shooting it.
Once again, the goal scored for Cal State Fullerton by number 88, Cameron Cole.
And then Wallace wins it to himself, and this is where they're so dangerous. I mean, I think even in the last matchup, Fullerton controlled a lot of the possession, but they don't need very much of it in Concordia to score goals. I mean, we've seen them score 6-7 seconds into a face-off, and there's Fagan using his frame in there.
And quick to double is Fullerton.
Oh yeah!
Crease violation, Concordia.
And that ball finally comes out as it takes 3 guys to push Fagan into the crease. And I mean, he's every bit of 230. I mean, I talked to him after the last time these two teams met. He's a big boy.
Yeah, and he's using his size to his advantage there, but I think that they're going to have to do a lot more. He's got to know that double's going to come. And when that double comes, it's not his job to go through the double. It's his job to find one of his teammates cutting.
And here's Line. I mean, I couldn't believe how long he kept it in his stick anyway.
Right.
I mean, fighting through the double and triple team there, finally getting pushed into the crease. Here's Line rolling back out. Here with 6 minutes to go in the first half. The 2-goal lead for Cal State Fullerton. And there's Chris Cole fighting through the double, takes the shot. Cook all over that one. Looks like he's going to draw the flag. We're going to get another look at the man-up unit from Fullerton.
He looks at the shooter.
And it seems like Concordia came out and they want to play physical, but they're just having a tough time right now. They're drawing a lot of flags. And I think what they have to do is get the ball down on offense, have a long possession, and if Fagan's going to drive and draw a double, he's got to dump it off. He's got to move it, either to the crease man who's cutting, which they shouldn't have a problem with, or two passes and a big rip.
Here, Lyon going to start with it with 7:47 to go in the first half.
Concordia penalty. A 1 minute not releasable for an illegal check to the head. Number 2, Brendan Moyers.
But I mean, against Concordia, no lead is safe.
Penalty. A 1 minute non-releasable for an illegal check to the head on number 2, Brendan Moyers.
Yeah, if Concordia can get, a bunch of fast break opportunities, I mean, no lead is safe against Concordia.
I mean, like I said, I want to say they rattled off maybe 13 goals. There's Costanzo. I don't know, it looked like he had that in his stick. And then Cook able to get it. And Cook on a rope. That's a great look for Gordon, and Gordon into the fast break. And this is where they're dangerous. And that's going to be a trip.
Flag is down.
Fagan has it, looks across. And there's fakes on fakes on fakes. Seguin with the goal.
Unbelievable goal. I mean, that's exactly what we're talking about. On the fast break, they're so dangerous. You just can't stop them. I mean, they know how to work the fast break so well. It's tic-tac-toe with them. Just 2 passes and a goal. And with 7 minutes left in the half, that cuts the lead to 1 for Cal State Fullerton. So definitely, just like we were talking about.
Yeah, and that's what makes Fagan so dangerous. He can just as easily have scored that.
By number 21.
But, I mean, he's smart enough to make the look, and for a freshman eligibility guy, I mean, it's a huge deal to have that kind of lacrosse IQ.
Yeah, no, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Destin Seguin is actually a sophomore.
That is correct.
So, I mean, Fagan and Seguin right there, that connection's going to be here for quite some time on Concordia.
Procedure, Cal State Fullerton, possession, Concordia.
There you go.
Procedure, Concordia.
And there's Cody Coretta starting with it. Moves to Miho. And up to Chris Cole. There was 6:40 to go in the first half. And able to fight through that check is Cole. Cole looking across, and a fantastic save by Cook. I mean, getting big. Valentine trying to sneak that one past him. And there's Cameron Cole fighting through the double. I mean, you just can't get the ball away from him.
Wow, Cameron Cole just going
and with the big feed finds Almio on that one, and
ball out of bounds.
Cameron Cole got the magic stick right now.
Yeah, I mean, he lost his shoe on that one. I mean, unbelievable the way he's able to go through 4 or 5 different players, and it looks like we got a timeout on the field as well.
So attention, high school lacrosse players, are you ready to take your game to the next level? Thinking about playing lacrosse in college? Then the Southwestern Lacrosse Conference might be the place for you. Enjoying success each and every year at the Men's Collegiate Lacrosse Association National Tournament, the SLC continues to grow with outstanding member colleges and universities. With 10 Division I and 14 Division II schools, the SLC highlights the outstanding educational opportunities afforded by some of the finest learning institutions in the Southwest and the entire country. Take your lacrosse game to the next level at an SLC member college and university. The SLC thanks YouTube and the Lacrosse Network for placing the spotlight on the SLC Championship championship
see the
tradition.
NCLA season reach an exciting conclusion with the nation's top teams battling for the championship.
And
for more information,
the winner of this game will face off with Grand Canyon in the Division II championship for an AQ to the tournament in South Carolina, which I know every single one of those guys out there wants. And as we talked about yesterday, I don't know that there's a team that needs it worse. I mean, all three of these teams need to get the AQ to guarantee themselves a spot. I mean, maybe Grand Canyon based on the strength of the rest of their wins, but I mean, I think we'll probably get 2 teams from the SLC D2 into South Carolina, but 3 may not happen.
Absolutely, which, I mean, it's going to be a toss-up. If Grand Canyon gets the AQ, I mean, who do you send, Fullerton or Concordia? That's a tough choice.
Yeah, I mean, especially if Fullerton's able to come away with the victory here.
Yeah, then, I mean, if they split victories, that's tough. But, and then on the D1 side as well, I mean, so UCSB, ASU, Chapman, all 3 of them deserving of going to that national tournament.
And, I mean, you'd have to think that those guys are all 3 going to make it on the D1 side. I mean, I think all 3 of these teams are good enough to make it, but with the number of the AQ spots, it's tough to get an at-large, especially 2 at-large from the same conference.
And we got a question here. Which one of the Cole brothers is going to have more goals today?
That's a good question.
I mean, they both have 2 right now.
And there's Costanzo, almost able to get that one. Oh man,
that's a tough one.
I'm gonna go with Chris.
Yeah, because I mean they're doing a good job of shutting off Cameron, but able to ring off 2 already.
Looking inside, it looks like they're going to get a
loose ball push. Cal State Fullerton possession.
Push. The ball's going to go to Concordia, and that's a really good question. And definitely keep them coming. We love to hear your questions and your perspectives, and anything we can do to help make this a better broadcast.
And post your predictions on that one. Let us know what you think. And Concordia with the ball here, I think it's important that they get a long possession. And, I mean, they have the opportunity to tie up the ball game right now with 5 minutes left in the first half.
Absolutely. And, I think it's probably a good time to start a contest. I mean, if you can correctly predict the end score and winner before the half, we'll send you a pair of socks for the first person to do so.
Yeah, they're adrenaline socks, and they have reggae colors on them. Pretty sweet, gray socks.
And they're very comfortable. I'm wearing them now, so...
They're real comfortable. They're in the package. They're not the ones Chris is wearing, so make sure to...
Unless you want the ones I'm wearing.
If you want Chris's socks, you can also have those. But let us know what you think the final score is going to be and who's going to go to the championship game.
And that one is very close to staying in. It looks like Lyon able to keep it in, and then just sneaking out on the sideline here with 4:38 to go in the first half. 5-4 Titans.
And just a reminder that you are watching the SLC Playoffs right here on the Lacrosse Network. And tomorrow we got the SLC Championship games. 12 noon, you'll see the winner of this game take on Grand Canyon for the Division II title. And at 2:30, you'll see Chapman versus Arizona State for the Division I title and the AQ for the national tournament.
That's gonna be a fantastic game. I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, Coach Malone and Coach Hartley really have their teams firing on all cylinders. And there's Morrison.
Great flip pass.
Playing great ball right now. Gets it up to Noel. Coming up to Lyon. 4 minutes to go. Getting their offensive unit on the field here. Here's Chris Cole. Taking the ball in from the box. Back to Forrest.
And looks like we got our first prediction here from Lacrosse F, 11-8. I'm not sure who he's got winning, but his score prediction is 11-8. I'm assuming it's Fullerton.
And a lot of checks there coming from Wallace, using the box I'm sure he played growing up, also a Canadian, to throw some pretty aggressive checks for a shorty. back up to Chris Cole, who has Tobias now with the pole. And Tobias out of Southern California himself, also a junior. You have to think that those two guys have seen each other before, not only at the collegiate level, but in high school.
Possession Concordia.
And Alex Feldman chiming in here with a 12-9 Concordia, and asking if I'm going to be playing in the LXM down in Coronado.
Yes.
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 let's just cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to be a big secret. That's actually the big secret we're planning for the second, is that Coach Chaudhry will be suiting up, player coach. Player coach,
yeah. But a lot of good predictions here. 13-11 Fullerton, 11-9 Fullerton. We'll have to see how this pans out. But, you know, I think Concordia right here, they're so talented. You can never rule them out of a game whatsoever. I mean, they have some really talented players on that side of the ball.
Yeah, and the fans are really starting to get fired up. Or something. Let's go over to Evans. Evan has shown that he's got pretty good pace. Giving him the right side, inside, looking for Turner. Turner goes to shoot. Doesn't look like he has it, and then able to come away with the ground ball, using his low center of gravity to get in there tight. And there's great checks from Morrison again, coming in big.
There you go, Richard! Oh, give him that!
And some really physical play going on right now. I mean,
Concordia possession, Cal State.
You know, these are two big rivals. These teams don't like each other. I mean, they've seen each other a couple times in the championship game. They've seen each other this season, where Concordia kind of let loose on Fullerton.
Oh, yeah, you're embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the third quarter. I mean, that's when Concordia was really able to come away with the W in the last matchup. Here's Forrest. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. He's going to draw the flag, and that's pretty soft. I mean, so he's going to get the hold, 30-second technical, and we're going to get another man up opportunity from Fullerton. I'm really hearing from the fans right now. Looks like Coach McMinn wants to talk it over.
Cal State Fullerton.
And just a reminder that everything you see today on YouTube is through the eyes of the official videographer of the Lacrosse Network, TVX Professional Video. TVX provides high-quality, reasonably priced video services to individuals, businesses, and organizations. By providing a quality product with impeccable customer service, the TVX goal is to grow their business one satisfied client at a time. Once again, that's TVX Video Services, the official video production company of TLN.
And thank you all for tuning in to the Lacrosse Network for SLC playoff action. Just a reminder that there are some great games on tomorrow. I mean, we'll have the D2 championship game at 12 noon Pacific time, and Chapman taking on Arizona State at 2:30. And after the SLC playoffs, June 2nd, we got LXM Pro, and that's going to be a great game. We got, you know, some big-time players like Kyle Harrison, Mikey Powell, and Samir Chaudhry playing in that. So pretty serious talent.
Yeah, and I will, of course, be completely suited up in all brand new LXM Pro gear, broadcasting the game. So look forward to seeing that.
2012.
Just a shade under 2 minutes to go here in the first half, and now we're having fun.
And if you haven't seen some of the LXM Pro footage that we have on our channel, make sure to check it out. I mean, the helmet cam stuff is really cool. Andrew Casimir and Brendan Porter, you get to watch a practice through their eyes. It's really great, so make sure to check it out. A lot of Kyle Harrison clips.
16, Stephen Cassidy.
Keep checking back daily. Lacrosse Network will release a new one every day.
A 30-second technical hold on number 16, Stephen Cassidy.
Here's the line back over to Forrest. 1:35 to go in the half. Still a 1-goal lead. But keep in mind that Fullerton had a 2-goal lead going into the half in their last matchup.
It looks like Cameron Cole's going to drop back to X and creep around.
Go through with the one-handed low-to-low goal. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Cameron Cole is I mean, he's as billed. I think that's a term that you always use, but he really is, as advertised. He's probably the best, one of the best players in the MCLA, and definitely the best player in Division II. I mean, he's unstoppable, even when you try and shut him off. So,
yeah, and I mean, he gets that ball because that's what the play is designed for. And then he just bites through three guys anyway and scores a one-handed low-to-low on the far post. Unreal.
Once again, the Cal State
79 seconds to go.
Man advantage. Cole to Cameron Cole, his third goal
in the first half,
and a hat trick for the game.
Another win for Concordia on the faceoff. Going for the line change there. 60 seconds to go in the first half.
You'd have to think Concordia would love to get some momentum
back. Score a goal here, probably holding it for the last couple shots, if possible.
And we'll probably see a goalie change at half for Concordia. Something that you know they normally do. They switch goalies. A lot of teams in the SLC do it. And you know, I'm not positive who's a better keeper. I know I played against their second half keeper, number 77, GM. I remember playing against him last year, and he's got some crazy mesh in his pocket. It's tough to see any other part of the goal, but he's a great keeper. Their starting keeper's good too. So I mean,
and here comes Morrison on 30 seconds to go. Getting free, finds Costanzo, and that's a real fantastic pass coming from Trevor Burns. There's Lyon down the last 20 seconds. I think they're going to try and get the ball to Cameron Cole. He's going to be coming in through the midline. And there's Costanzo trying to get the shot. Can't get it off. Here, the last 5 seconds. I mean, they're going to have to go 3, 2, and that's not going to get it done. As that's going to bring this half to an end with a 6-4 advantage in favor of Fullerton. But like we mentioned before, they were up 2 goals in their last matchup, and Concordia was able to come away with the victory. So definitely stay tuned. I'm Chris Marshall here with Samir Chaudhary, and you're watching the Lacrosse Network, and we'll be right back.
Hey fans, it is the half and halftime always.
Oh, that was good. There we go. Oh. Oh, what? That's a deep one.
Just feeling it now.
Oh, just need to get in the rhythm.
This is Jack Sandler from Skidmore College.
Hi, this is Dave Campbell from Middlebury College.
This is Coach Ranigan from Trinity Lacrosse.
Coach Kyle Benton from St. Lawrence University.
Chris Malone at Arizona State.
This is Sean McGonigal.
This is Coach Mike Allen.
Dallas Hartley. You're watching, and you're watching
the Lacrosse Network.
Boom.
Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and I'm going to talk to you about stringing a low pocket. So a low pocket, like the one I have here, is where the pocket sits below the middle of the head. So it's going to be down in this this bottom third of the head. So when you cradle, the ball will sit all the way down low. Now there's a couple advantages to stringing a low pocket. And the one is when you go to cradle one-handed, the ball is going to shift all the way down and sit down in the bottom of the throat of the head where the head's narrowest. So this is going to give you the most hold and the least chance of losing the ball when you're cradling one-handed and you take a check. Also, a low pocket generally will have less whip than another pocket. So you're going to have a really smooth release with very little whip, so you're not going to have to worry about winging the ball over the field and having it throw right in the ground. So you can see a low pocket will generally have a very smooth, very crisp transition throughout the head, so it's not going to catch or anything or whip straight out. But there's also a couple disadvantages of low pockets, and one is they have a very, very long release. Since when you throw the ball, it has to come from all the way down here and get all the way out. When you throw it, it's going to take a lot longer to get out than a high pocket would, where it would just flick right out of the stick. So this could be a disadvantage for attackmen when they're cradling and they want to really quickly make a quick feed. It's going to take longer to get the ball out of the stick. Also, like I said, as an advantage, low pockets generally have lower whip, but some players want more whip, so it's very hard to put more whip into a low pocket. So the most common position for a low pocket to be used is attack, because they're the position that spend the most time with the stick in one hand, running across X, carrying the ball, changing directions. So since they spend the most time in one hand, you're going to want a pocket that's going to hug the ball when you're cradling one-handed and let the ball drop all the way down. So it's perfect for attackmen. But like I said, it also has a slower release. So an attackman won't be able to get the ball out very quickly, or when they come out of their dodge, you won't be able to shoot it quite as quickly. So one thing you can do with a lower pocket to create a quicker release is move your shooting strings down in the stick. So instead of having them all the way up at the top, you would maybe start a little bit lower and have a V or another straight somewhere down in this area of the stick. And that's going to make the ball come off those shooting strings much earlier, so it'll add a quicker release while still maintaining a low pocket. Now another thing people like to do to have a low pocket but also have that high pocket release is an Iroquois top string. And so this is a situation where the mesh starts all the way down here, and the top part, it has a very long top string that comes down to meet the mesh somewhere in the top of the head. So the mesh would be attached to the scoop via a very long top string, and that would make the ball release where the mesh stops. So since the mesh is stopping down here, the ball will release down here. So the pocket's still low, but it's still going to have a release point somewhere higher in the head, so it releases a little bit quicker. To add whip, also moving the shooting strings down in the head will add a little bit of whip for attackmen if they like more whip in their stick, and also more hold. For defensemen, low pockets aren't that commonly used. A lot of the times defensemen like more whip so that they can have really, crank the ball for those long passes and those crossfield passes. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend a low pocket for defensemen. I would recommend a mid pocket. But if you were going to have one as a defenseman, I would suggest the same thing as attackmen, in that you put the shooting strings a little bit lower and maybe make the pocket shift up a little bit more for when you cradle and you want to make that long pass. Midfielders, it's a little bit more common for midfielders to have a low pocket, because when they dodge, they have it right here in the box and they'll do a split dodge, and it's going to be upright a lot of the time. But when you're running down the alley and you're taking a big outside shot or a big alley shot, you are going to want some whip. So I would suggest that a midfielder that wants to use a low pocket have one that's a little bit baggier, so when they go to take that cradle right before they take a big shot down the alley, the ball will shift up in the stick to right under their shooting strings and catch there a little bit, so they can untwist their body and unload the shot, and it'll shift up a little bit. But while they're cradling, the pocket can shift down and they'll be able to cradle one-handed and have the ball really have nice hold. So that's how you would use a low pocket for each position. Just a couple of tips when you're stringing low pocket. Generally, you're going to want to interlock a little further down the head than you would when you were stringing a mid pocket. So you can interlock almost down to a little bit less than the halfway point, maybe 2/3 of the way down the head. Then you want to have a couple double ups and a few singles. So you want to interlock the mesh tightly down to halfway down the head, and then bunch the mesh up a little bit so it'll create that pocket. For the bottom string, you want to make sure you don't have a really long bottom string, and that your bottom string isn't what's creating your low pocket, because if it is, then it'll create inconsistencies. So you can see here the bottom string on this stick is very tight, and what creates the pocket are these mesh holes that are bunched up on the side. So that's very important. So you can see the difference between a low pocket and a mid pocket in these two heads. This one over here is a pocket pretty much in the middle of the head, and you can see this one sits much lower. So that's how you want to string your low pocket, and depending on which position you play or how much whip you like or how quick you like your release, you may want to adjust it a little bit. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the Lacrosse Network for live streams, broadcasts, coverage on all kinds of lacrosse and highlights, and make sure to check out my channel, East Coast Eyes. Thanks for watching.
Oh, that looked good. There we go. Oh. Oh, what? That's a deep one.
Just feeling it now.
Oh, you just need to get in the rhythm.
Here we go. Nick on me. Nick on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm Matt Holman. I'm the head coach at San Diego State University. Right away. I run tournaments in the off season, and I do a tournament out in Palm Springs. And Nick was a participant in one of the teams, and I'd sent a thank you letter to all the team participants. And his mom wrote me back and told me a little bit about his story, and it just kind of caught my heart, kind of pulled at the heartstrings. And you know, I thought of some ways to get him involved here with the team, and it just kind of spawned into making him the honorary captain this year. So.
On behalf of the team, we wanted to ask you if you'd be willing to be our honorary captain this year. We got you a shirt, and we got Captain Nick on the back, and we all signed it for you.
It's such an honor. I mean, to even watch them play, they're extremely good, and I would give anything to be as good as them.
Nick has been playing lacrosse for the last 2 years, but it was his dream for more like 3 years, and Nick has
most of my life.
Most of his life. Nick has a liver disease called biliary atresia, and it's really unheard of for kids to be playing contact sports when you have liver disease. His whole life he's been playing, but he's never had a passion like lacrosse, and I think lacrosse has really given him something to live for every day.
I am waiting for a liver transplant, so I cannot be an attackman, because if I got hit in the stomach, yeah, that would be good. My favorite part about lacrosse right now, since I'm defense, is probably getting to deck people. when I'm an attackman, probably shooting and faking.
And back to the action here at the beginning of the third quarter. No one seemed to wanted to be able to wanted to pick up that that ground ball. Finally, Steven able to get it and find Wallace. There you have it. That quickly, it's a goal by Fagan. And that quickly, it's back to a one-goal game. And this is exactly what they did in the last match. They've come out and scored often and quickly, starting in the beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah, and the stars on both sides of the ball here are shining. I mean, you see the Cole brothers with 5 goals already in this game, and you see Fagan with, you know, a handful of goals as well.
Scored by number 10, Josh Fagan, his third goal. And
really impressive goal, and like you said, I mean, they came out and just started scoring. So we'll have to see what happens here. I mean, if Fullerton can't stop them from scoring that quickly, these guys, I mean, it's been 30 seconds in the second half. They're already scored a goal. Just a reminder here, you're watching the SLC Playoffs on the Lacrosse Network.
Penalty, a 1-minute personal
and the winner of this game will play in the championship game tomorrow at noon.
Again,
all that action will be live on TLN. And at 2:30, you'll have the Division I Men's Championship, which is between Chapman and Arizona State.
And Fullerton man down right now. You have to think they're going to try and run out this penalty as much as they can. Another 40 seconds left on it. Chris Cole holding it. Moves it up to Forrest. You can hear the fans calling for the double. And Forrest has got to keep moving or he's going to run right into this double. And he loses his footing. Turf gremlins. That's a great ground ball by Tobias. Here with another 15 seconds left on the man-up opportunity. And Forrest able to come up with the ground ball. No harm, no foul on that play.
And really uncharacteristic of Concordia is these missed passes.
And Forrest has got to move that. I mean, able to run out the rest of the penalty, but not able to find anybody. And he has to know that he's going to get doubled there and move the ball.
dangerous pass right there for Concordia, and
it's a Wheeler throwing pretty aggressive checks there, but all good checks. And there's the backhanded pass, and there's a goal again by Hunter. And Seguin with the pass, and it's just like backhanded flip pass. And that's exactly what they did in the last game, and that's what they're capable of doing. I mean, they don't need to settle offense to score goals.
Concordia goal!
And 2 minutes into the third quarter here, we got a tie ball game. Concordia scoring 2 in 2 minutes. I mean, we always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter and how important those 5 minutes are, and it looks like Concordia is starting to control these first minutes of the third quarter.
And there's Seaman looking like he's going to be able to get it. Ray able to knock the ball out. Coming across, here's Wallace. 12:45 to go in the third quarter, and we got a tie ball game. Here's Wallace, takes a shot, and that one just misses. Chased down by Wheeler. It's like he's just going to watch it go out.
Red! Ball out of bounds, possession, Cal State Fullerton.
And they're going to maintain possession here. It looks like Chris Cole going to go down and take the ball. 12:30 to go in the third. And Fullerton has got to get some sort of possession going right here.
They have to cut this Concordia run off. They can't allow Concordia to go on a run like that unanswered.
Absolutely. And here's Lyon. And I mean, that'll happen. I mean, if they go to a 3-goal run early in the third quarter to take the lead, I mean, that'll take a lot of the air out of your sideline. And I mean, you can really hear it here in the stands. There's Lyon coming around, takes the shot, and that one off the mark, backed up by
Cal State Fullerton maintains possession following the shot.
Just silence from the fans here. It's kind of an eerie feeling.
Absolutely. I think everybody's starting to realize. At least the Fullerton fans are starting to realize how powerful Concordia is, and you know what can happen if you let Concordia loose.
Yeah, and there's Atkinson, can't handle the pass. Ball back to Concordia. Jackson brings the ball in. Out of Delaware. Milford High School. And Concordia actually the smallest school competing in the SLC. An enrollment of just a shade under 1,200 students. So I mean, it's nice to see that a school with far fewer students than Fullerton can still compete. And that's what the MCLA is all about.
Concordia operating out of a 1-4-1 set, and they're staying really tight on the crease. Now they're out a little bit wider and changing up the set. Looks like they want to dodge here on their shorty matchup.
Here's Jackson, and he's also another one. Got a big body. I mean, he's a big player, able to use some of his strength to come inside. And there's the quick stick shot by Cassidy.
And Cassidy had a lot more time there than he thought. That's a tough pass from Turner right there, uncharacteristic again.
Tobias able to come up with it. And Seguin saving that one over the shoulder. Say hey.
Absolutely impressive pass. I mean, impressive catch there.
And I don't know how they're fighting through that. Again, there's Cassidy.
Concordia's a tough team, both mentally and physically. It's a tough team.
There's plenty of time there. No one seemed to want that one.
A smart play by Nick Leoy right there.
And then up to Leoy and can't finish. I mean, he's got to throw a fake there or something.
I mean, he had Alamillo wide open on the backside as well. I mean, I think you got to exploit your 2-on-1 right there.
I mean, that's something that we've talked about Concordia being so good at. And here it's 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Still got a tie ball game. Fullerton able to settle in a little bit after those 2 quick goals by Concordia. And please, again, keep your comments, questions coming. I mean, let us know what you think. There's Fagan just holding the ball back to Turner. 9:40 to go in the third. Turner coming around. Fagan using the using his body to get in the way there.
Turner was a big hit on the crease.
And no one seems to be able to pick up that ground ball. Finally, it's Brereton. And there's Fagan, the big-time rip, and Burns able to follow that one up.
Cal State Fullerton.
Here, 9:22 to go. Fullerton starting the ball. Looks like Morrison wants it.
Gotta address a comment here. Jake B978 says the Lax Network is boss.
I'm gonna have to agree fully with that.
Thank you, Jake.
Here's Turner matching feet.
Morrison, talented freshman out of El Toro High School, just a little bit north here of San Diego in Orange County. I've been impressed with his play all season long.
Yeah, I mean he's a big kid. He's probably not done growing, and he's got a great stick.
Procedure, Cal State Fullerton,
yeah,
possession, Concordia.
Fullerton had too many guys on the field there, and possession is going to go over to Concordia.
And here with 8:40 to go, Concordia bringing the ball up. Finds Evans, and Evans into Jackson. And the fans starting to get back into it here. I mean, it's pretty tense. Pretty tense situation.
Yeah, and I mean, just as much as these teams don't really like each other, the fans don't like each other either. I'm surprised Morrison didn't get called for a hold there.
Yeah, Jackson trying to come around, and that one right at Wheeler.
Ball out of bounds, possession, Cal State Fullerton.
And Fullerton fortunate on that call. It looked like Wheeler may have gotten a piece of that pass.
And it looked like that might have been actually a shot. You know, I'm not sure. I mean, they're arguing. They're arguing that it's a shot. I mean, I'll tell you, I've shot a couple balls like that before too. So.
Yeah, I mean, but you probably argued that call quite a few times as well.
I did. I argued that call all the time.
That's a shot. Here with 8 minutes to go in the third. Forrest bringing the ball up.
Great ride by Turner right there, able to get him out of bounds, and definitely the atmosphere here has changed. It changed from a really excited atmosphere to kind of a
even rowdy.
Yeah, it was rowdy originally, and now it's a little. Everybody seems to be very focused on the game right now. Both these fans, I think, once the game got tied 6-6, everybody has kind of been sitting on the edge of their seat, waiting to see who's going to break the ice.
And that's a great follow-up check by Cody Coretta. And Cody Coretta's got wheels. I mean, he needs to take this one in. At least draw the defender. Gets to Knoll. Coretta gets it back.
And picked off immediately by Concordia. Concordia on the fast break, and this is where they're dangerous.
Wallace back, and almost a really spectacular catch by Fagan. I mean, if he were to come up with that one, maybe think he's got tar in his stick or something. Ballantyne right back into the fast break to Fullerton. Looks like Coach Morrison wants to talk it over, get into a little bit of a settled offense, see if they can get back on the board for the first time in the second half. And just a reminder that everything you see here on YouTube is through the eyes of the official videographer of the Lacrosse Network, TVX Professional Video. TVX provides high-quality, reasonably priced video services to individuals, businesses, and organizations. By providing a quality product with impeccable customer service, the TVX goal is to grow their business one satisfied client at a time. Once again, that's TVX Video Services, the official video production company of TLN. And I know that you've got a couple satisfied clients right here. I mean, we have a great time. I mean, we see Ted down there. How's it going, Ted?
Going, Ted.
And we're pretty fired up with the Ted Bendrick and Matt Holman connection that we're going to be working for our next TLN barbecue party. Ted's going to be filming in 3D, and Matt's going to be working the grill, and it's going to be a pretty exciting time had by all.
Absolutely, and just a reminder, you know, Ted Benderick is available for all kinds of functions.
Your performance.
He's available for anything you need him for. If you just want him to film you when you're hanging out in your house, he can do that too. So give him a call. He'll bring the broadcast pole or whatever you need.
I'd say it's safe to say that paying Ted to hang out with you is worth every penny. I know we do it pretty regularly, but it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and if you got a hot tub near you, I mean, Ted will be there probably. So
yeah. And also if you're a high school student and you need a recruiting tape made, I know they were on showcase in our last game. If you watched it, and if you didn't see it, it's a real good game between Grand Canyon. It's a Mountain on the Grand Canyon roster
and Nordstrom on the Biola roster.
Both had recruiting tapes.
Yeah, both had recruiting tapes from Ted. And you know, as much as we joke about it, Ted is the best in the business at this. And if you need a recruiting tape, which everybody does, make sure to check out tvxvideo.com and send Ted an email.
And just about ready to get back to the action here. Again, 7:17 to go in the third. And please keep your comments, questions, anything you got coming. Catchphrases, questions. Random facts about life in general. Please let us know. So Costanzo starting with it for Fullerton. Seaman real heavy on the checks. Gets it up to Chris Cole, again working on Shorty. It's Enriquez. And Enriquez has been playing, I mean, all the way out. And Seaman able to come over with the help and throwing really solid checks there right on the elbow. And there's Chris Cole, and another great save from one of the Fullerton goalies. Or, sorry, Concordia goalies.
Oh my God, that was an unbelievable goal from Costanzo there.
I don't know how exactly he managed to get that one in. I mean, it almost looked like a kind of a one-hand, maybe like a little hold down at the bottom, but able to pick that near corner and get them back on the board. That's exactly what Fullerton needed in this situation.
So a couple of things here on the comments feed after that goal. Lacrosse F wants to know, Chris, do you still think that the coaching staffs are equal?
Cal State Fullerton, unassisted by number 20, Charlie Costanzo.
Well, I mean, it's 7-6. I mean, based on the score, I mean, you have to go with Morrison. But I mean, both of these teams are not only the coaches are so different, but the style of play is so different that it's hard to pick one of them, really. But I mean, we're more than happy to take any suggestions about who you think is the better coaching staff and why.
Yeah, make sure to say why there. I mean, we'd love to know. If you think
that one off the helmet, Fagan's by, gonna draw the flag.
2 flags down there.
2 flags on the play.
Listen in here to head ref Juarez News.
1 minute, 2 push, technical 30.
And that push was pretty soft. I mean, I definitely heard him get him in the helmet, but Fagan was diving all the way on that play.
Yeah, I agree. Fagan purposely dove himself,
1 minute personal for a slash.
Launched himself
second penalty,
through the crease there. So.
Technical for a push.
Looks like we're going to see Concordia on the man up, and they're going to get an opportunity to tie this ball game.
A 1 minute personal for a slash, a 30-second technical for a push, both to number 2, Christian Wheeler.
There's 6:13 to go. Fagan with the ball. And here's Seguin coming inside. And then Burns holding tight on that post. It looks like he's in the crease.
Concordia, possession, Cal State Fullerton.
And that's one thing, I mean, you got to look for. I mean, those guys coming in hot. And if they don't score, they pretty much always go into the crease. And here's Ballantyne going to start with it. Going to take a run here, see if he can get by. And there he is by 2. Let's make it 3.
Wow, that's a great clear right there from Ballantyne using his speed.
Really impressive. Able to get the ball to the line.
And you can see how tight they're playing on Cameron Cole.
Rather. Takes one right in the back. Back to Almio. And Almio working on Tobias. Gets the ball.
Gets the ball over
to Garcia. Or no, Costanzo, rather.
Costanzo, he just came out of the box there. Oh, big check.
The ball's still down. And it looks like it's going to be a hold going against Concordia.
Possession, Fullerton.
And here with 5:18 to go in the third. Still a 1-goal game in favor of Fullerton. And Costanzo's got it. The clock gets started up again. And pretty ambitious with that check from Evans, and they're still man up here.
Concordia, that is. Yeah, Concordia's man up, and looks like Chris Cole wants one.
Loses Salmio. And
let's listen into Juarez Newson here on the call. I'm not sure what we had there.
White, 1-6, legal procedure, too many men. White, 1-6, legal procedure, too many men. How much time's in here? 13? Hey, even for 13. 1-6, I gave it to 1-6. Hey, even for 13, even for 13.
And it looks like they're even for
13 seconds.
13 seconds here.
5-on-5, and this is the third or fourth games where we've seen 5-on-5 action, and it's so unusual to see.
Yeah, a lot of penalties in the SLC tournament so far, and with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go here,
for too many men on the field.
Fullerton has the opportunity
number 16,
to extend this lead to 2 goals.
Repeating the Concordia penalty for too many men on the field, a 30-second technical serving, number 16, Stephen Cassidy.
And there's Cameron Cole. Oh, that one looked like it hit maybe the top pipe. Just over the top of the cage, but
ball out of bounds,
very dangerous from there.
And that's a goal that Cameron Cole, we've seen him score quite a few times.
And we're even. There's Chris Cole, loses his footing, able to roll the ball out to Cameron Cole, and that's a real heads-up play. Chris Cole again working from X. Finds Lyon with the rip, and a great save. Ball coming up, and Turner just blasting through, grabbing the ground ball.
You know, we haven't seen a lot out of Turner today, and you know, I think as this game winds down, it's going to be important for him to be dodging. But again, he's drawing that big matchup with Morrison, and that's a tough matchup to draw.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also not necessarily a bad matchup for him because the height advantage is so big that Morrison is going to have a hard time getting low on him. And there's the look inside, just off the mark, looking for Talbot. But like I was saying, I mean, Morrison is so much bigger than Turner, is that when he needs to get really low, otherwise he's going to start hitting Turner in the head. That's a good way to draw a penalty.
It looks like we have
overhead check by Ray.
Looks like
there's
we have
Brereton taking the rip. Finally picked up there by Wallace. Wallace looks like he might like his matchup.
Flag is down.
We got a flag down here.
And another pretty soft flag. I mean, it looked like maybe they just got tangled up.
Concordia is... yeah, I was going to say Concordia has an opportunity for a free shot there. Now they're going to be man up. But just want to give out a warm welcome to Visite King MTL,
Cal State penalty.
Who's new to our broadcasts and new to the game today. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll be sure to explain the game of lacrosse.
30-second technical hold.
If there's any confusing calls or anything that we think you should know. Chris, another question directly at you from Lacrosse F. And I'll be sure to ask you that one after this man-up possession.
All right, can't wait. Here, 2.5 minutes to go. Turner looking inside, back across, and then Burns being huge in the crease there. I mean, and they like that pass directly across the crease. And here's Wheeler. And Wheeler to Ray with the low to high, and then looking for Ballantyne, can't quite find him. Leoy able to come up with it. And with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left, Fullerton back on offense. And there's a solid check from Moyers. Leo likely to keep that one in his stick. And Lyon takes the rip. Big time save.
Seemed like some hesitation there from Lyon. He didn't want to unleash that one completely, so it came out of his stick a little weak. Concordia doing a great job on this clear.
Here's back to Turner. Here's 1:45 to go. Finds Seguin. Looks like Coach McMinn wants to talk it over.
Concordia.
And lacrosse fans, tonight and every weekend this lacrosse season, TLN, the Lacrosse Network, brings you the highest quality lacrosse content on YouTube, providing key interviews, in-depth analysis, and live NCLA broadcasts throughout the 2012 season. TLN is the place to be. Subscribe now to the Lacrosse Network for more great lacrosse content. TLN is the Lacrosse Network on YouTube. All things lacrosse.
All right, Chris, here's the question for you. Fullerton's goals are always unsettled. Concordia's are usually settled. Fullerton has a lot of talent, but no plan on offense. What are your thoughts, Chris?
I am the voice. This is Keith Coretta, and be sure to visit me.
I don't know if I agree with that. I'm not sure I agree with that either.
I think you might have the teams confused.
I think Concordia's goals are very much so unsettled and on fast break opportunities, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s. I always see them running the fast break, and I think Fullerton does a great job scoring in a settled offense, in a 6-on-6 setting, running Cameron Cole off of double picks or
in that 1-4-1.
Yeah, and that 1-4-1 that they really love. So I'd have to say it's the other way around. But the question was directed to you, Chris. So,
well, then I'm going to have to agree with Coach Chowdhury here on that one. But great question, and thanks for asking. I mean, we'd love to hear your questions, comments, anything you got. And, fire away. We will answer just about anything that is acceptable to answer on air.
And here's another question coming from Bot S. Goff. If Fullerton wins the game, what are the odds that the SLC will send 3 teams to Greenville? It's a discussion we had earlier in this broadcast.
I don't know. It's a total toss-up. I mean, it really just depends on the voters. I think all 3 of these teams deserve to go. I have a suspicion that they're only going to get 2 teams, but I think they're all 3 talented to go. I mean, are all talented enough to go. And there's Fagan with the kind of overhead shot. I mean, I don't know how he gets those on the cage.
Yeah, and I mean, he was just too far to be taking that shot. If he got that past 3 steps early, that was a goal.
And I think it also depends. Back to the tournament, depends on the outcome of this game as well as the outcome of the championship. I mean, if Fullerton can win this game and then go in and beat Grand Canyon convincingly, then I think all 3 teams might go, since Concordia beat both Fullerton and Grand Canyon, but Fullerton during the season, and then played a close game with Fullerton before Fullerton goes. I don't know. You know what? I'm really reaching right now. So I don't know the answer to that. I mean, I think they're probably only going to get 2, but I think all 3 deserve to go.
Third quarter of play.
1 minute remaining here in the third quarter, and I mean, it's shaping up to be a barn burner here in San Diego. A 1-goal game here between 2 rivals to decide who gets to go to the championship game tomorrow.
Here's Brereton working on Morrison and looking for Seguin, and there's with the last 30 seconds left. I mean, that's going to go out of bounds going to Fullerton. This is a huge opportunity for them to get on the board, score another goal here in the third.
Looks like Ted tracked that ball all the way through the track.
Yeah, it looks like he may have also added his own sound effects. Always exciting. Never a dull moment. TVX video. So 33.7 seconds to go. Chris Cole going to bring it up. Finds Morrison. Morrison to Costanzo. 27 seconds left. Rolls back, and he is very quick on that roll. I mean, usually he looks to feed out of it, but he scored a couple great goals today. Chris Cole able to get the ball back, 15 seconds to go. Down to 11 seconds. 8, 7. Looking across is Almijo, and an unbelievable save. I mean, that's huge play. Able to keep them in at the end of 3 quarters.
And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 quarters of play.
And after 3 quarters, it's 7-6 in favor of Fullerton, and this is quite the game. So be sure to stay tuned for the 4th quarter. I'm Chris Marshall here with Samir Chaudhary, and you're watching the Lacrosse Network.
Oh, that looked good. Oh! Oh! What? That's a deep one.
They're feeling it now.
I told you, just need to get in the rhythm.
What teams will represent the Southwestern Lacrosse Conference as the divisional champions in South Carolina for the 2012 MCLA National Title? Be here tomorrow and find out.
And welcome back to the action here at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Again, just a 1-goal lead for Fullerton. And I can tell you from seeing both of these teams play earlier in the season, 1 goal is not enough.
Absolutely not. I mean, this is basically a 0-0 ball game into the fourth. It's going to come down to who wins this fourth quarter.
Ball's still down, and we've seen a lot of this today. I mean, people just throwing good checks on both sides. And there's a great flip from Cody Coretta. Morgan unable to come up with it.
Loose ball, push Concordia, possession, Cal State Fullerton.
But I mean, really heads-up play there by Coretta, able to flip that up, knowing that he wasn't going to be able to get the ball uncontested.
And Paul Morgan limping off the field, and that's going to be a big blow for Fullerton if they lose him.
And here's Knoll up to Lyon. And Lyon looking for Leoy. Looked like maybe Leoy got a little excited there. Had quite a bit of space here. 30 seconds gone in the fourth quarter. Over to Almio. And they're playing way out on everyone, as well as shutting off Cameron Cole. It looks like they may be trying to shut off the adjacents. Finally getting it to Chris Cole, who's got the shorty. Draws the quick double. Runs through it. Looks inside, finds Almio, and another huge save. Cialella. And right back into the fast break. And there's the goal by Seguin. Looks like he looked off Burns and then buried it. And that quickly, they could score a goal and get back in the game. Cameron Cole not looking very happy about that one, throwing his stick.
Concordia goal scored by number 21.
You just can't let them score anything in the fast break.
You can't let them have those fast break transition goals. I mean, they're just so dangerous on transition. They can get you there, no problem. So
once again, the Concordia goal scored by number 21.
Tie ball game now. 13 minutes and 50 seconds left in this ball game, and it's win or go home here.
And there's Ray flipping it up, and nobody. Finally picked up by Wallace, and that's going to be in the back.
Flag
on the
down.
Flag. Let's take a listen here to the ref.
Apps! Yep, trip.
And it looks like they're going to be calling a trip. And this is a huge opportunity for Concordia to take the lead here in the fourth quarter with 13 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Here, Brereton going to start with the ball. The senior out of San Ramon. Over to Fagan. And back down to Turner. And they're very dangerous here in this man-up opportunity. I mean, they move the ball extremely well.
Cal State Fullerton penalty. A 1-minute personal for a trip.
And there's Morgan
under
back
the 32,
into the game.
Austin Ray.
Throwing a big-time check. Able to disrupt the pass there.
A 1-minute personal for a trip. On number 32, Austin Ray.
And Turner is having some trouble this game with his stick. I mean, his passes and catches just haven't been on, and I think he's a good leader on this team. Let's see how he can do on the ride here. I think this attack if they're able to match up here and get the ball back, they can be dangerous. But Chris Cole is a pretty fast kid.
Yeah, looks like he dropped it into third there, and has a lane and CLL all over that one.
Yeah. Following the shot.
I mean, he has been everywhere. I mean, he looks like two people in the cage, and is probably also pretty warm
in those pants.
In those pants.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's definitely got to stay hot if he's going to keep them in the game. I mean, they've had a lot of really good opportunities, and he's been huge. And here's Cameron Cole. Looks like he's just trying to fight off the defense here. Great check, but he's so good on the ground balls. Able to get through. Just trying to wait out the rest of this penalty here. Loses the Lion. 12:30 to go in the game, and we're back to full strength for Fullerton. Not sure Lion knows.
I think he understands his short pole matchup here, and I think they're going to look to do their 1-4-1 set. Lion dodging up top and looking for somebody in the middle.
Takes the shot, and another huge save.
And not, you know, if you're going to take that shot down the alley, especially on a keeper as good as that, you're going to have to put a little bit more on it. You're going to have to put it into a corner. Whether that's a bottom or top, you got to put it into a corner.
And here's Morgan, and he is speedy. Slows it down, looking for Forrest. An ambitious check there by Wallace. Sorry, that's Enriquez, rather. Another kayak check.
Great day for kayaking here in San Diego.
I wouldn't. I don't know if you could ask for a better day for kayaking.
Defense, get the ball back.
And Lion.
Looks like he's drawing the matchup that Fullerton wants to go against. And if he does this, I mean, he's going to draw a slide. He's got to find somebody cutting in the crease.
And working against Shane Manley. Gets by, looks for the feed, and another unbelievable save. I mean, I can't look away from that stick. It's so bright.
Yeah, like I was telling you, it's really tough.
Looks like Tobias is doing the same thing I am. And here's Cameron Cole going to start with it. Just a shade under 11 minutes to go. And definitely keep your comments, questions, anything you got coming. We'd love to hear from you. And here's 7-7, and it's tense. You can see all the fans sitting on the same side. Definitely a tense situation. Everyone watching very intently.
Defense, let's go.
Here's Chris Cole. You're 10:45 to go in the game. Drawing the pole as Tobias, and Tobias is a very good defender. Back to Costanzo, and over to Lion, and into Atkinson. Atkinson not playing a whole lot so far today, but it's an opportunity for him to contribute.
Looks like they're going to go again out of the 1-4-1 set with Jeff Lyons up top. I mean, this is the only matchup it looks like they want to go against. So I'd like to see Jeff Lyons take a big sweep down one of the alleys and then look to the inside.
And that's a great catch. Coming across Almijo. And then Atkinson looking to score a goal.
Ball out of bounds. Possession, Cal State Fullerton after the shots.
Costanzo going to start with it. 10 minutes to go in the game. Still 7-7.
And it looks like the Concordia goalie took one in the hand there. He's having some trouble. The refs called their time to give him some time to recover. And Fullerton getting a lot of looks out of this settled look. I mean, their 1-4-1 set, they're getting quite a few shots out of this, and it's a good possession for them. One of these is going to fall if they keep getting these looks.
Absolutely. But, I mean, they're going to need more than one to win this game. And here's Costanzo. Looking inside. Finds Atkinson. Atkinson with a rip and another save. And that's a big-time hustle play by Moyers diving in and making that stop. Takes the big hit. This is Gordon. Ball back to Fullerton. Lions opts to pull it back out. Finds Almijo. 9:30 to go in the game. Costanzo. And over to Atkinson. Atkinson very active on the offensive end so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Atkinson. Thinks about the shot. Keeps going. Again drawing the double. Moves it. And here's Costanzo. Costanzo coming across.
Still a tie ball game here with just under 9 minutes left to go in the game. Fullerton, long possession. Another shot and another save.
I mean, CLL has got to have double-digit saves at this point. I mean, that's only in the second half, and there's still plenty of time. It looks like he wants to take this across himself. It does a great job of drawing the ride and finding Jackson. Jackson to Hunter and over to Fagan. Back to Hunter and all the way back up top. It's Cassidy. And Cassidy scored a really spectacular goal earlier in the game. Seguin. And back to Fagan. And doing a real good job moving the ball around, looking for those crease cutters. Here's Cassidy. 8 minutes to go in the game. And both teams going way out defensively. Looking inside, there's Jackson. Jackson takes a big hit.
And another big hit. I mean, bodies flying right now.
And then a huge ground ball. There's Jackson Wyatt going into the fast break. Has Almijo over to Chris Cole. And another unbelievable save. Where is he coming from? Unbelievable. Here's Cameron Cole. Takes it in, takes the shot, and it's just saves on saves on saves right now. I mean, it's hard not to give him the player of the tournament like that. Unbelievable.
I mean,
a fantastic pass coming from Tobias, crossfield to Evans.
Unbelievable save right there. One-on-one with Chris Cole, and then Cameron Cole with a hitch gets a low-to-low shot off, one that he usually scores, and another save.
And there's Seguin. Moving it Wallace, up to Cassidy. Back to Wallace. Wallace loses it. There's Morrison, heavy on the checks. And just under 7 minutes to go in the game. And only one goal here in the fourth quarter.
Ball out of bounds, possession, Cal State Fullerton.
And another uncharacteristic errant pass from Concordia, and the ball's back to Fullerton. 6:49 to go in the game, still 7-7. And these guys are really cooled off here in the second half. I mean, the defense have really clamped down, and not to mention some spectacular goalie play out of CLL.
And it's really going to come down to the wire here with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Concordia here, they got an unsettled situation.
And there's Evans D-stick cookies. And there's Fagan with the trying to keep the ball low.
Loose ball push, Cal State Fullerton, possession Concordia.
And I'm not sure why Noel went back to the sideline on that one. He was forced out, and that's how they lost the ball there. And I mean, I think they really need to do a better job on the clear. Every possession is valuable at this point in the game. I mean, like you said earlier, it's win or go home, probably for both of these teams. Here's Hunter. Here's Seguin. Looking inside to Wallace, and that's a great check from Valentine. Here's Fagan, looking for the
diving shot.
Diving shot there. I think trying to draw the penalty there. And right back into the quick whistle. There's a good stick from Morrison as Turner tries to go right back into it, and another shot inside. Morrison able to get the ground ball. Up to Morgan. Morgan has Costanzo. Nice stop there on a dime. And there's Costanzo. And they've been getting good opportunities here. It's tough to say what they need to do to score a goal here with 5:30 to go in the game. Here's Atkinson. And I mean, CLL is literally playing out of his mind.
I mean, that save against Chris Cole was, I mean, that's not going to get by him.
No.
I mean, if a one-on-one with Chris Cole is not going to go in, then a shot straight, right at him is definitely not going in. And you got to bounce it or put it in a corner or get creative with him. I mean,
yeah, no, I might go with the backbreaker.
Behind the back, around the world, do something.
Canadian left. And there's a great second sequence and a huge goal, putting them on top with 4:51 to go. Nice little head fake there, gets by. And scores a huge goal. It's a big goal.
Concordia goal.
Huge goal there. I mean,
scored by
with under 5 minutes to go and such a big scoring drought for both teams, I mean, going up 1 goal right now is massive advantage.
Once again, the Concordia goal scored by number 21, Destin Sagan. His 3rd goal and a hat trick for the game.
And I want to say he's the 4th player to have a hat trick in this game. Play on as Wallace has the ball. Finds Gordon. And I mean, keep your comments going. I mean, this is a really fantastic game. Great check there by Ballantyne, and that's picked up by Coretta. Then almost picked off by Seaman, and then lobbed in for Almijo, and Fullerton goes back on O.
And just about 4 minutes left to go in this game, and it's really coming down to the wire here.
Yeah, and it's you have to attribute the Concordia lead to pretty much exclusively to goalie play.
Absolutely. I mean, defense that leads to offense all starts with the keeper.
Yeah, and I mean, there's only been 3 goals in the 4 goals in the whole second half. Pretty unbelievable considering the firepower that both these teams have.
Chris Cole at X, and this is what he likes.
And there's Boris finally breaking the seal for Fullerton. And that's what they needed to do. I mean, they get it into the crease, turn Cialello around, and that's the only way you can stop it. Because, I mean, if he sees it, he's stopping it.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a great play, and that's Concordia getting caught ball watching there. And, you know, that's a big price to pay for ball watching. And we got a tie game again with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left here.
And I mean, this is as exciting as any game we've covered all season. I mean, playoff atmosphere, there's a big crowd. Both these teams are not giving an inch, and this one is going right down to the wire. On the face, that one popped out past Wheeler. Now it's picked up by Knoll, and Knoll's got a line. And that's a great one-handed grab.
And I'm not sure what the call is. Let's listen into the ref here.
Looks like they got the timeout by Coach Morrison. That was awful close. Awful close.
I mean, what do you think Coach Morrison's drawing up right now?
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, it's been so hard to score. I mean, I think they probably have to go back to that same play where they found Forrest.
Once again, Lacrosse fans, please be advised that for your
they have to go with those kind of players like Forrest and Atkinson and Leoy. Players that, you know, they aren't traditionally going to be shutting off like Chris Cole or Cameron Cole. I mean, those are the players that they always go to, so they're going to have to switch it up. And that play to Forrest was a really smart play. I mean,
yeah, and then like we mentioned earlier, I mean, Atkinson's been really active on the offensive side here in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. So I mean, getting good
and
rims.
fans about 50 miles north of here, we've got a U.S. Lacrosse Southern section update in a semifinal game at the half. The Sea Kings of Corona Del Mar High School 5, the Knights of Foothill High School 3.
Yeah, and that's a big high school matchup. I think everyone probably heard that. It's Corona Del Mar, the #1 team in the Orange County side of the southern section, matching up against Foothill, and a lot of Foothill alums playing out here, coming off 5 consecutive section championships, and down by 2 to the currently undefeated CDM team.
And once again, you're watching the SLC Playoffs right here on TLN. We'll have the championship games tomorrow live for you at 12 o'clock, Division II championship, and 2:30, Division I championship between Chapman and Arizona State. And 3 minutes and 26 seconds might not be enough to decide who's going to the championship game here.
I mean, this is the sort of game that deserves overtime. and look inside, and then same play that they just tried to do, and then Costanzo can't quite come up with it. Almejo able to chase it down. 3:14 to go.
And I like Costanzo with the ball in this situation. I mean, I think he's a talented player, and you know, I think he can really put the ball in the back of the net here.
Absolutely, and I mean, he's an underrated scorer and an excellent feeder. And there's Cameron Cole with the shot. That one just off the mark.
Ball out. Possession.
I mean, that's two huge opportunities for Fullerton right there to take the lead. 3 minutes to go in this ball game.
And it's that same double pick play that they run through the middle to get Cameron Cole free. Get the lob up to Lyon. Dangerous pass. Lyon through, draws the double. Flips it to Chris Cole. Chris Cole working on Tobias. Up to Leoy with the shorty. And Costanzo also working with the shorty. 2:45 to go in the game. Still tied at 8. Here comes Costanzo, early slide. Moves it to Chris Cole. Chris Cole looking inside, finds Cameron Cole for the goal, the diving, and the flag. And there's relying on your best players. Chris Cole to Cameron Cole. The unspoken bond from brothers, finding the stick. The no-look goal and drawing the flag. Unbelievable play.
Scored by number 88, Cameron Cole.
Absolutely unbelievable play. I mean, Cole to Cole. Looks like the flag is waved off. And, you know, it's funny because I said that, you know, they needed to rely on some of those players that they don't usually utilize, but they relied on their best players there. And something you always say, you look to your best players to step up. And Chris Cole to Cameron Cole puts them up 10-9 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Or sorry, 9-8 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. And Concordia here on the break.
And there's Wallace who wins it. Looking for Turner there. And Turner taking the shot. And that's probably not the look that they wanted. I mean, they had Fagan with one more look in the corner. And flat out just a better score. I mean, Turner got a little antsy there.
I mean, but you see that you know, within 6 seconds, Concordia can get a shot off. So 2 minutes and 20 seconds here left in the game, and that's more than enough time for Concordia to get a shot off.
Looks like Coach McMinn wants to talk it over. And lacrosse fans, tonight and every weekend this lacrosse season, TLN, the Lacrosse Network, brings you the highest quality lacrosse content on YouTube, providing key interviews, in-depth analysis, and live MCLA broadcasts. Throughout the 2012 season, TLN is the place to be. Subscribe now to the Lacrosse Network for more great lacrosse content. TLN is the Lacrosse Network on YouTube, all things lacrosse. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter at Lacrosse Network and like our Facebook page to stay up to date on all of our great lacrosse content. And be on the lookout for some great stuff coming for the LXM Pro Tour on June 2nd. We've got a lot of really neat footage up with some helmet cams with Kyle Harrison and Coach Chaudhry out there shaking the rust off. But it's really exciting for us to cover those guys. I mean, they're really talented athletes, really great guys, and it's exciting.
Doing a lot for the sport, too. I mean, the LXM Pro Tour you know, helps grow the game. It showcases some of the best athletes in the sport around the nation, and definitely look out for that in your area. Check out lxmpro.com for more tour dates and updates on the tour. And for all video coverage, check out the Lacrosse Network. We will be covering every LXM event, you know, not only the live broadcast, but everything else that happens. If you want to know about Kyle Harrison, if you want to know about Mikey Powell, I mean, we'll be there with cameras, so make sure to check it out.
I mean, what do you think Coach McMinn is drawing up here for these guys?
You know, I got to be honest, I think he's going to look for a Fagan to Seguin or vice versa connection, and I think that's going to come from a dodge. I don't think Turner should be the one dodging here. I think it might be a dodge from the midfield.
You know, I mean, Cassidy is so dangerous on the drive. I mean, you'd have to think that it'd be a good opportunity to get the ball to him, as well as Evans. Here's Turner with the ball. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Working on Morrison.
2 minutes remaining.
And Morrison pretty much got him bottled up there. Finally moves the ball up to Cassidy. 1:50 to go in the game. Still 1-goal lead. Cassidy working on the shorty. And great defense there by Noel.
Chris, I just got a great update from checking the pipes. CSU taking down BYU.
And there's Cassidy losing the ball, trying to do too much, it looks like there.
Oh, and that ball's going to stay Concordia's way.
Cal State Fullerton possession, Concordia.
Unbelievable.
When there's 90 seconds left, and there's Josh Fagan just getting in there and making things happen. I mean, getting all over the ball.
But before this possession starts, I just got to tell you, CSU took down BYU 14-7 in the RMLC finals. That's
wow.
Straight from checking the pipes. So
that is a big win.
Absolutely. And back to the action here. I mean, Concordia with a big opportunity. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. And a great check.
Ballantyne with another takeaway check. That's 2 in a row for him, and he's got a world of speed, just running away from Evans.
Flag is down.
Gets the flag down, and that's gonna be a high hit, cheap shot.
He's good. There you go.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
And it looks like there's a big hit coming from Carlson on Cameron Cole, and it looked like maybe he was running through the. You can hear it from the stands. I mean, nobody likes that one, and that's just getting exciting here in the stands. And it's getting really testy here in the stands.
Getting really rowdy with the fans here. I mean,
pretty exciting lacrosse action here in San Diego for the SLC tournament.
It's not just between the teams here. I mean, it's personal between the fans. Matt Holman coming over here to make sure everything's all right.
Yeah,
and,
I think everything's good on Hamburger. So.
Let's go, Fullerton!
And here are the last 60 seconds of the game, getting back to the action, and no shortage of exciting play coming on and off the field. And looks like the ushers coming to quiet down the fans.
Concordia
here.
Penalty.
There's Costanzo.
Personal for unnecessary roughness.
Keep in mind that they're still winning, so they're going to need to keep this in the box. And he goes in, Lyon gets it.
2-minute unnecessary roughness.
They do, and it's under a minute left here.
Evans.
Fullerton with the ball.
Less than 1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
And they have to keep it in the box. Forrest gets it
and steps out of the box.
Steps out of the box. It's going to go Concordia's way.
Procedure, Cal State Fullerton.
Somebody's got to pick it up for Concordia.
39 seconds to go, and you have to think they're going to try and get this ball to Fagan. Moves the ball up. Here comes Brereton.
35 seconds.
Brereton coming in. Moves it to Jackson. Jackson working on the shorty. Again, they're man down right now. Fullerton doubling the ball. Jackson getting free. Gets it in his hand. And he scored! 20 seconds to go and draws the flag. Unbelievable. How has Fullerton let that happen? I mean, they've got 2 men on the ball. They're not doubling hard. And Jackson doing it himself. Unbelievable play.
I mean, they're man down.
And this is anyone's game right now. I mean, the way that Concordia plays on the offensive end, I mean, they can score a goal here in that fast break. I mean, that's incredible. I can't imagine how Fullerton's able to let that happen.
Scored by number 35, Scott Jackson.
Unbelievable goal right there. I mean, 20 seconds left, and like we said, I don't know if 60 minutes is enough to decide this one between these two teams.
Scott Jackson.
And it looks like Concordia is going to start with the ball. I mean, 2 penalties, so I'm pretty sure it's 5-on-5 action here.
It looks like it may have been waved off, but starting with the ball.
No, actually, Concordia is still man down.
There's Ballantyne coming across. There's 12 seconds left, and there's Ray, as well as Ballantyne doubling the ball on Wallace. Wallace doesn't look like he's going to be able to get free. There's 5 seconds left. Needs to take a shot if he's going to get one at all, and that one's off the mark. This one's going to extra time. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that I believe that's an unreleasable penalty. That Concordia is going to start man down.
Our score.
That is an unreleasable penalty.
The Eagles of Concordia University.
Concordia will
9. The Titans of Cal State
will start man down, and I mean, honestly, just exactly what we expect out of a game like this.
Unbelievable. I mean, I knew this was going to be a good game coming into this. I mean, I've seen these teams play, and I know the history between their rivalry, but
Each team
This is even more than I expected. I mean, this is one of the most exciting games we've covered all season, without a doubt.
Absolutely. Really excited for overtime, and make sure you stick with us. We'll be right back right here on the Lacrosse Network.
This is Jack Sandler from Skidmore College.
Hi, this is Dave Campbell from Middlebury College.
This is Coach Ranigan from Trinity Lacrosse.
Coach Kyle Benton from St. Lawrence University.
Chris Malone at Arizona State.
This is Sean McGonigal.
This is Coach Mike Allen.
Dallas Hartley.
You're watching,
and you're watching
and you're watching the Lacrosse Network.
Boom.
Oh, that looked good. There we go.
Oh. Oh, what? That's a deep one.
Just feeling it now.
Oh, you just need to get in the rhythm.
And fans, once again, your attention. Please be advised that for your own safety, and especially for the safety of our players, fans are not permitted on the field during the game, and the
back to the action. It's about ready to get started in our 4-minute extra time period.
For your cooperation.
Unbelievable game so far. Jackson tying the game up with 20 seconds to go and drawing the flag. Concordia starting with it, and unable to get a real good look at the end of that regulation, but starting man down. This is anybody's game. And again, just a reminder that this is sudden death playoff lacrosse. Get excited. Looks like Wheeler and Wallace again on the face-off. The Sioux have been battling it out all day. Looks like they're figuring out exactly how they want to do this with the man-down face-off.
And that's illegal procedure here on Concordia. It's going to go Fullerton's way. They took too long on that face-off, and this is dangerous right now. Cameron Cole back into the game, and Coach Morrison's going to call a timeout.
And that is a huge, that's a huge mistake for Concordia. I mean, and that one is squarely on the shoulders of Coach McMahon, not getting the correct personnel on for that face-off. But just a reminder that everything you see here today on YouTube is through the eyes of the official videographer of the Lacrosse Network, TVX Professional Video Services. TVX provides a high-quality, reasonably priced video service to individuals, businesses, and organizations. By providing a quality product with impeccable customer service, the TVX goal is to grow their business one satisfied client at a time. Once again, that's TVX Video Services, the official production company of TLN.
And, I mean, Fullerton's still man up right here, right, Chris? I mean, you got to think that they're going to be going for Cameron Cole, right? Chris Cole to Cameron Cole. I mean,
it's hard to think that they wouldn't be, but I mean, when you look on the other side and you see Scott Jackson score the game-tying goal with 20 seconds left, and I mean, who knows? You know, and maybe Trevor Burns is going to score. I mean, this is that kind of game.
Yeah, I mean, I'd look to Charlie Costanzo maybe on that left side. I mean, he's a natural lefty. I could see him pinning a corner from there.
So it looks like Lyon starts with it, and you can hear the chant coming from the sideline and working its way up into the crowd. That's Costanzo to Chris Cole, and over to Cameron Cole. Reminder that Fullerton is still man up.
And they're in a 2-3-1 set here with Chris Cole at X, Cameron Cole on the right wing, and Charlie Costanzo on the left wing. I think they're going to be looking to push up with Chris Cole and find one of those two. And Chris Cole actually switches with Cameron Cole now. Now they're in a 3-3 set.
Looking to squeeze that ball in. Forrest able to come up with the ground ball, and that's a huge ground ball for Fullerton. Here with 3:15 to go in the overtime period. We're looking for Chris Cole. Cameron able to come up with the GB. Looks it up to the Lion. It's 3 minutes, and you can hear the fans calling. I mean, they want Cameron Cole to do something special, and he is more than capable. And they're back to even strength, and that's a big kill. No goals for Fullerton on the man-up opportunity. 2-minute unreleasable. Here with 2:45 to go in the first overtime period. Here's the Lion going back into that 1-4 set. They like to try and exploit their shorty matchups. Moves over to Costanzo, who's an excellent feeder. Drawing the quick double. Rolls out of it, finds Lion. Lion's got a lane. And Concordia doing a great job of that help and recovery defense. Here's Chris Cole. Huge check by Tobias. Able to come back up with it is Chris Cole. Moves it to Leoy and back to Costanzo. Here with 2:13 to go in the first overtime period. Again, the score knotted up at 9-9. And this is why they play the games. I mean, this is exciting lacrosse. Lion again way out. Working on Seth Gordon, the D-midi. Into Chris Cole. Inside looking for Costanzo. Can't quite come up with him. Here's Leoy looking for the GB. Cameron Cole gets it, and he's got a lane. And he's as dangerous as a feeder as he is as a finisher. Cuts through the defenders. Coming across, finds Costanzo. Costanzo's coming around, takes a shot in the goal! And that's gonna do it. Costanzo does it himself. Comes around the corner, shoots top shelf, off stick. And Cal State Fullerton is going to the championship game. At 1:33 left in the overtime period.
The game-winning goal.
Unbelievable goal by Costanzo. A hard-fought game on both sides of the ball, and Cal State Fullerton definitely, I can't even explain. That was a great play right there by Costanzo, and they deserve to go to that championship game tomorrow.
Yeah, and I mean, you see these all these Concordia players going over to grab their senior goalie, grad student even, and he deserves all the praise that they're giving him. I mean, he kept them in this game. And they should be holding their heads high. This was the best lacrosse game that I've seen all season. Unbelievable finish. Both teams played their hearts out, and that's what college lacrosse is all about.
Absolutely, and make sure to stay tuned for an interview with Coach Kyle Morrison after the game.
From all of us.
Yeah, so we'll be right back.
We thank you for attending this afternoon, and we thank you for your support. Be sure to join us right here tomorrow for the final 2 games of the 2012 SLC Championship Tournament. The action starts at noon for the
This is Jack Sandler from Skidmore College.
Hi, this is Dave Campbell from Middlebury College.
This is Coach Rannigan from Trinity Lacrosse.
Coach Kyle Benton from St. Lawrence University.
Chris Malone at Arizona State.
This is Sean McGonigal.
This is Coach Mike Allen.
Dallas Hartley. You're watching, and you're watching.
And you're watching the Lacrosse Network.
Boom.
Oh, that looked good. There we go. Oh. Oh, what? That's a deep one.
Just feeling it now.
Oh, you just need to get in the rhythm.
I get paid to play lacrosse on the weekends, sometimes. So I train myself mentally, physically, and spontaneously. Yeah.
Oh, that looked good. There we go.
It took us half an hour.
Oh. Oh, what? That's a deep one.
Just feeling it now.
I told you, just need to get in the rhythm.
But we'll see. We've got 12 seconds remaining here. A 1-goal deficit for BYU, but they have the possession. That's number 4, Ted Farron. 5 seconds. A shot and a whip and a goal. The tying goal by number 2, Drew Shumway. His second goal of the game. But we'll see.
Oh man, that was a great game.
Okay.
Oh, so get closer, is he saying? Maybe we'll tilt it in a little bit.
All right, welcome back for everyone who's watching. We're here with Coach Morrison of the champion of today, Fullerton Titans. I mean, what'd you tell these kids going into the end of regulation?
We had talked about all day today putting in the extra effort to go all the way to be successful. And I said, hey, you guys put in enough effort to make it this far. You got to give it a little more gusto. Take it home.
Absolutely, and looking forward to the matchup for tomorrow. I mean, what have you guys got to do to come away with the trophy?
Last time we played Grand Canyon, we did a good job of possessing the ball. I think we need to do the same. We did a decent job today. I think we could do a better job tomorrow. If we win the ground balls, we win the possession time, we run our offense, we should be fine.
Absolutely, and how about that goal that Costanzo scores to end the game? I mean, describe what you're feeling when that happens.
I felt fantastic. We had drawn up those plays, and we kind of ran those plays in offense most of the season, and we've had kind of a tough time finishing, as you can see. And at the end, we probably shot 3 or 4 times in that same sort of set and missed the cage, and I think it was 3rd time's the charm.
Absolutely, and how's Cameron Cole feeling?
Cameron Cole seems okay. I think he has a pulled hamstring, or like he said in the first quarter he rolled his leg or his knee or something, but I think he'll be okay. Cam's a gamer. He's always ready to play regardless of what's going on.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck for tomorrow, and I'm Chris Marshall for the Lacrosse Network. Stay tuned tomorrow for some great championship action.
Cool. Man, fuck, dude.
That was a real exciting game. That's probably the most exciting.